Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Author's Corner with me, the author of your short story. So my initial inspiration for the actual story, I always loved watching movies where, a disaster happens. So like World War Z, tornado, Independence Day, just to see, what it's like from a writer's perspective, how people deal with disasters and the things that could come with dealing a disaster. Um, I wanted to do a creative twist to the classic, government experiment gone wrong scenario. And I wanted to focus on something completely different and from an emergency management perspective. Bounded rationality is basically the likelihood of humans to not be able to make perfect decisions based on the fact that they don't possess perfect information to make effective decisions. And within the story, they weren't given instructions on how much of the serum to spray on the affected persons. So one of the individuals that was infected ended up dying because they had incomplete information. Else that also made its way into my short story, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So the main character expresses that after the incident happened, they were unable to essentially go back to their job and enjoy their job for a 6-year period. Now, this would fall under the psychological needs, specifically the esteem needs, because her life was so drastically affected by the incident that she lost confidence in herself and her ability to keep others safe for an extended period of time. So one thing that I really drew from my experience writing this story is that there's really no proper way to plan for the emotional toll an event could have on someone's life. You really just have to roll with the punches until you're completely over it. And another reason why I wanted to do this type of story and this type of focus is because I wanted to focus on something that not many people, build on. So for example, like I said, I like watching movies that focus on disasters, but most of them, they really just focus on the disasters and the here and the now. They never really focus on, how it affects someone personally, mentally, emotionally. And mental health and emotional health is something that is very near and dear to me. So I did want to touch on something that, doesn't get a lot of needed attention. I chose a short story format because it gave me the ability to really tell the story without having to build up the basic parts of like a novel. So for example, the extensive character background, relationships with characters within the story, I didn't need to do all of that because it was a short story format.